everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Passing may not come easy in today's game, as both defenses come in ranked in the top 10 in fewest pass yards allowed. It's the Bills going up against the Dolphins.
Larry, thank you. The renovations, they have certainly transformed this place as EA Sports welcomes you to beautiful Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. Landry, the intended target, and it's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Here we go now.
They run with Ajayi. Finding room inside the 40. Jay Ajayi's going to go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets around him. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And some room to work. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, 89 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They start the drive with Lynch. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, here's Garoppolo. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
second down. Lynch looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the dump off at second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Ajayi's going to go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ajayi with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this time?
Get a little
closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Now. Green, 39.
First down, the run with Lynch. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he hits his man, Matthews. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a jive. So an agile move, but not a big gain. Down right near the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Garoppolo. This is caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now it's Ajayi. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 52 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jay Ajayi on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And he puts it through. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bills getting set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Garoppolo on first down. His throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. The pressure gets to him again. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Take it at the 37. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Ajayi 1st down and more. And he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And Matthews has it right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Fresh set of downs here. On the give, this is Lynch. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Gano's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go! Boo, landed!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Ajayi. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Let's go! Green 39! Green!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Check. Patriot.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Out to his left. He'll dump it off, complete to Lynch. And he is knocked down from the side. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On first down, Garoppolo. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Hey, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground with a Johnny. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Now back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. This is Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run again with Ajayi. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. This call down near the goal line. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And Dawson's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So 2nd and 10 here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It was exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out come the Bills. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Matthews, the intended target, and it's third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Scoring, there's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Dolphins, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.